Rollin with Murph is proudly sponsored by Active Mobility Center in Pompano, Florida, maximizing your abilities since 1992.
Atlantic Avenue, in the heart of Delray Beach, is well known for its fabulous restaurants and entertainment. But for people with mobility challenges, the famed Ave can be a logistical nightmare. With mostly street and valet parking available, chair users or those with physical disabilities may have a hard time enjoying the same fantastic fare our able-bodied friends are accustomed to. This also means a lot of great businesses are missing out on potential revenues from over 20% of the population. On this Rollin with Murph episode, we are going to explore one of the Ave's newest and most popular spots, Prime. I'm going to park in a public parking facility that is just a couple of blocks away, which is a real plus. Now it's time for the A to B segment. How long will it take me? And how easy will it be to get from my van to the restaurant? Here we go! One thing any business can do to help is clearly identify where to park and how to get in. If it hadn't been for the large buffoon with the camera, I wouldn't have known Prime had an accessible rear entrance. As you can see, uneven surfaces and slopes make it more challenging. And here we are. And the next best thing to an automatic door opener is good timing. Once inside, the process gets a lot easier. Wide hallways, easy entrance to the restroom, tables with chairs and space far enough apart for me to get through. Prime is building a solid reputation on great food and service. And after meeting and talking with Chef John David Hensley, it's easy to see why. How you doing today, David?
Murph, how's things? Thank you so much.
Great.
Welcome to Prime.
Well, thanks so much. I've heard a lot about the restaurant. I'm really excited to be here, and I've also heard a little bit about you too. That you've been here and there. You have quite a story. Can you tell us a little bit?
Sure. I mean, I think I'm very lucky and very fortunate that growing up in the business, I eventually fell in love with it. And as far as my job and actually what I do, I think it's important to really love what you do for work and make it a part of you and pay attention and be passionate and just try and strive for the best of what you can do, whatever you're doing and whatever profession you choose. And you know, throughout those years I was introduced and served tea and rubbed elbows with people like Julia Child, Jacques Pepin, Pierre Freni, Craig Claiborne.
Did you get to actually cook with Julia? And did she really cook with a lot of wine like their stories? Give us some dirt on Julia. Should I ask if you ever had a thing with Julia Childs? Better not. What can people expect at Prime? What makes Prime, how does it establish its reputation? What can you expect here? What's the experience like?
The premier supper club of Delray. This isn't the come in and eat in an hour. For the most part, Prime Restaurant is the dining experience. It's the social gathering that food was really meant and designed to be way back historically. Here we can serve anybody from Giuliani to Madonna, and they're just an everyday customer. Even the shopkeeper or the florist, they get the same level of service as everybody here is a VIP.
I wonder if they really do treat everybody like a celebrity.
Aren't you Danny Murphy?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Mr. Pellegrino reminded me that the definition of service here is all about the customer. The only reason and the reason why we're here is for the customer. We have something for everyone. The restaurant changes its identity as the clock goes on throughout the day. You know, between the $10 lunches and the dinner for two pre-fees. We're kind of reminding restaurants in the neighborhood and in the town of Delray what they really should be.
But you actually have steak, sushi, seafood. It says right on your jacket.
Yeah.
So that's a tall order to be able to provide great food in those three categories.
We serve the best beef that you can possibly buy in the country. The seafood are mostly in relationships with commercial fishermen themselves, meaning there's no third-party handlers. That doesn't sit on a shelf. We're basically day catching most of the fish here.
Aren't you Danny Murphy?
Yes, I am.
And then we have our happy hour menu, which is a discounted bar menu.
So there's music every night?
We have a piano bar as well.
Nice.
Like you would care for me.
What would you recommend I have tonight?
Like I said, we have probably one of our biggest selling dishes is the pre-fee going on right now, and it's actually a filet mignon that's all inclusive with potato and vegetable. It comes with a super salad, comes with a dessert. We have a signature chocolate bread pudding here. So actually I'm going to show you our pre-fee filet mignon, which is probably the size of most restaurants' filet mignon entrees. And sushi is something that's kind of people don't expect from Prime, but when they see the level and the gauge of types of sushi that we do. So we're going to show you a lobster tempura sushi as well.
Ooh.
And then thirdly, for dessert, we have a lot of fun and we're creative with some of the desserts, and we're going to do a chocolate mousse, actually with candied antlers for the ones that want to play on the word mousse.
Here's to another fine episode of Rollin' with Murph. What a great job. You wish you were me. Despite what you may have heard, Danny Murphy is ready for prime time. My trip to this Atlantic Avenue hotspot was worth the effort. I was blown away with the food, the presentation, the ambiance, the service, the kindness, and most of all, the genuine passion for doing it all the right way. For a great affordable lunch, a one-of-a-kind happy hour, and dinners you'll remember for all the right reasons, Prime's the place. I'm Danny Murphy, and that's how I roll.
Wait, are you Brad Pitt?
Yes, I am.
I knew it. I knew that's where I knew you from.